Before starting the presentation, I would like to mention 3 cases. I will tell you 3 scenarios, and then I will switch what is integrative medicine and all. So the case 1, there was one doctor, Ayurveda doctor. He's so famous, he's so knowledgeable, and is very committed to his Ayurvedic science. He has a very good modern knowledge as well. But he feel if he use any modern technology or any modern tools and techniques, his his way of diagnosing the diseases from the traditional point of view could get biased, and the treatment is not well enough. So he always used to stick to his own modalities and own way of diagnosing the disease. So one day what happened, a patient of 22-year-old visited to him, and he was having only one symptom, that is severe weakness, and he was a engineer doing engineering, BTech student. So doctor was very confident on his skills, and he thoroughly examined him, and he was very what shall I say, he's very empathetic, very polite, and the patient likes him a lot. He got convinced, and after with the way doctor was taking history and all, and the doctor recommended 2 medications for him, ashwagandha and this musli, and asked him to come back after 15 days. Doctor waited for 15 days, and the patient come back. Definitely doctor thought that, yeah, there will be some good news, he will be telling something about how he's feeling. But the story was completely opposite. After taking musli and ashwagandha, the patient's condition deteriorated a lot, and he has to visit it to a modern hospital. And there, when the test ran, they got to know that he was suffering from a diabetes mellitus, and that was the reason that was the reason behind his weakness. He came back to the doctor. He just came back to mention this, that if you have done that diagnostic test before, I would have diagnosed earlier. Who suffered in this case? Where the doctor was having all the knowledge, but being rigid to his pathy, who suffered? The patient suffered. Now coming to the case 2. The case 2 is a one MBBS student, 20-year-old. He was a known case of idiopathic thrombocytopenia, ITP, what we say. He was taking a modern medicine. He was suffering when he was 15 years old. It's been 5 years taking the medication. He was on steroids, and he was not recovering. Even he was getting admitted to the emergency very frequently because of the platelet drops, right? Ultimately, his doctors suggested to go for the splenectomy. Remove your spleen, it will increase your platelet count up to 85% and all. But somehow the operation schedule was 1 month, got 1 month delay. During this time, one of his friends suggested, why don't you go to Ayurveda doctor and take medicine alongside? So he said, okay, let me try that Ayurveda. He went to the Ayurveda doctor. Doctor thoroughly gone through all his report. He ran the test to understand what is the severity of the disease, what is the condition right now. He started the treatment. Slowly, he start feeling better. Day passes, all the this obesity and the whatever the weight he has put up because of the steroids and all the other complications start coming down, and he was feeling happy. He said that I don't want to go for a splenectomy now. I want to give a chance to this Ayurvedic medicine, and I will continue this. Slowly, that Ayurveda doctors monitor the condition of the patient and eventually stop the steroids by reducing the dose gradually. The patient decided to stick with the Ayurvedic modality. And in the 7th month, the patient was completely, I would not say cured, but the symptoms are completely balanced, right? No need of any modern medicine. And slowly, the Ayurvedic medicine also comes down. And it's been like almost 7 years. The patient is still surviving very happily with a good quality of life, not went to the emergency at all. But yes, he is on the strict Ayurvedic regimen. This is the case 2. Here, the modern practitioner was doing whatever he wants, whatever he known, right? He was doing whatever is written in the books, and he's following the treatment. But he was not aware that there is a science who can treat the ITP very well, right? So this lack of awareness, or I would say lack of faith, could not make the patient to go to the proper treatment earlier. Who suffered in this case? Patient suffered. Now the case 3. A 65-year-old patient who has a history of, who's a known case of lung carcinoma, visited to an oncologist, right? After seeing his report, the oncologist recommended that you have to go for a chemotherapy. But as he much also aware, this scheme, because that patient was having lot of, this hypertension and diabetes and the renal disorders. He was already on so many medication. He was quite weak also, and now the lung carcinoma. Doctor know that the chemotherapy is needed, but it has having lot of side effect, and I don't know whether the patient would be able to tackle those side effects or not. He had a friend. He called who is an Ayurvedic practitioner, a good Ayurvedic practitioner. He called his friend for advice. The Ayurvedic doctor carefully gone through all his reports and suggested, okay, I think I would be able to do that. And he's started some Ayurvedic medication. And they both, with their expertise, easily manage the chemotherapy side effect, like the platelet counts, extreme tiredness, and the quality of life of the patient improved drastically without having any symptom. Even the number of sitting of the chemotherapy got decreased. So this is the case where the two doctors having a different expertise come together in the favor of the patient's benefit, correct? And who was not suffered at all? Patient never suffered at all. Both were having their own knowledge. Both were coming together with one objective, that is for the patient. In first case, you have seen there was a rigidity. In the second case, you have seen there was a lack of knowledge, awareness, or that lack of maybe faith in the other pathy. In the third case, you see that there was actually the open-mindedness of both the doctor to pursue is the solution happened and come to a common objective of giving a better outcome. This is the one aspect of integrative medicine, right? So when I say one aspect of integrative medicine, it means there are so many other aspects which talk about what integrative medicine is actually.